questions just started to come up from the very beginning on who was guarding Caitlyn Clark. With all due respect to Hailey Van Lith, she's listed at 5'7". She might be 5'7" on a good day. Caitlyn Clark is 6 feet tall. And not only is she 6 feet tall, she's the greatest shooter we've seen. So to put someone on her that doesn't exactly have that kind of size just seemed a little criminal in my opinion, because Caitlyn ate every time, even over that extended arm of Angel Reese. Caitlyn gets the shot off, and then her decision making and her IQ. Watch this, she slows down, finds her teammate. There's 3 defenders, all eyes on Caitlyn. You're so locked in on Caitlyn, you don't even know who's running behind you to the basket, and you're able to finish a wide open layup. And then watch Caitlyn here. This is the matchup that I'm talking about. Hailey Van Lith giving her best effort, and it's just not enough. Caitlyn's vision is just higher. Even Hailey Van Lith was like, look, I don't have anything else to give you. So that matchup at times seemed to me, you know what it reminds me of, Scott? I hate when I go to the doctor and I feel terrible. I feel so sick, and the doctor's like, oh, it's just a virus. There's no cure. You got to let it run its course. That's like Caitlyn Clark. Once she gets going, there's no cure. You just have to let it happen at that point.
Well, that's essentially what Coach Mulkey said, right? Like, we didn't guard her last year. We didn't in this game. And there is, Andraya, a bit of a sense almost of inevitability. She's going to get hers, right? Yeah. So moving forward, if you're trying to knock Iowa off, is the recipe on some level, if she gets 41, fine, but we have to maintain some kind of reasonable amount that the rest of her teammates can get, or we're not winning.
Yeah, 100%. Like, if Caitlyn's going to eat, you at least have to try to limit everybody else. And that, to me, is the most impressive thing about this Iowa team. Like, you had Kate Martin put up 21 points. Kate Martin is a great player, but in the regular season, Scott, Kate Martin averaged 11.5 points against top 25 teams. Let's talk about Sydney Falter. Sydney Falter averaged 4 points against top 25 teams in the regular season. She put up 16 points against LSU today. And going back to Kate Martin, it wasn't like they were all layups. Yes, Caitlyn sets them up perfectly, but even Kate Martin hit a baseline fadeaway jump shot. When her teammates are playing with confidence and knocking down shots and sprinting the floor and finishing plays and hitting their threes, that's where Iowa is an incredible problem. 4 weeks ago, I didn't think they would be this big of a problem. Caitlyn plus her teammates and this level of confidence that they're playing with, that is why Iowa is in the Final Four.
Andraya, you and I were trading messages throughout the day about just how massive this day was and how massive this game was, because it's Iowa and LSU. And the win means that the reigning champion season comes to an end. And it's been a bumpy ride from the start for LSU. Angel Reese has been in the middle of the storm. Afterwards, her teammates made it clear just how much they value her as a person and how strongly they have her back.
Everybody can have their opinion on Angel Reese. But y'all don't know her. Like, y'all don't know Angel Reese. I know Angel Reese. I know the real Angel Reese. And the person I see every day is a strong person. Is a caring, loving person, bro. The crown she wears is heavy, bro. She's the type of teammate that's going to make you believe in yourself. The leap that I took from my freshman to sophomore year, Angel gave me that confidence to go be a dog. Playing next to a dog every day. And, just to see how the media ridicule her, went through our problems, but, like, this is my sister right here.
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and, like, not be there for them. So I just want them to always just know, like, I'm still a human. Like, all this has happened since I won the national championship, and I said the other day, I haven't had peace since then. And it sucks, but I still wouldn't change. I wouldn't change anything, and I would still sit here and say, like, I'm unapologetically me. I'm going to always leave that mark and be who I am and stand on that. And hopefully the little girls that look up to me, and hopefully I give them some type of inspiration that, hopefully it's not this hard and all the things that come at you, but keep being who you are, keep waking up every day, keep being motivated, staying who you are, staying 10 toes, don't back down, and just be confident.
That's a whole lot heavier than a game. Nobody should have to deal with that. When you take inventory of it all, Andraya, how would you sort of characterize the weight that LSU was carrying? Because Angels part of it, but right from the jump, they lost their first game against Colorado, and then Angels not playing for a while, and then Kim Mulkey and articles and all. It just felt like a lot, didn't it? And then at the end, to see Angel there in tears, I just wonder how you'd kind of describe the weight of what LSU carried with them throughout this campaign.
I mean, you heard what Flau'jae said. The crown on her head is heavy. And that national championship for LSU, it came with weight, like you said, and that weight was heavy. And I think the one thing that stands apart from everything else is Angel talking about how she is a human. And as LSU went through all the ups and downs this season, there were people critiquing their play on the court, but there were also people making assumptions about Angel's character off the court. When she wasn't playing, assumptions were being made. When she wasn't with the team, about the team falling apart. And that's where I think sports, especially college sports, like we have to remember, these are still kids. But even any athlete, I think we have to get to a place as fans, as lovers of the game, as critics, where we are only judging the product on the floor and not attaching characteristics or character flaws to what they're doing on the court. Like, you can judge these athletes for their performance, but when you're attacking their character and who they are as people, that's where you cross the line. And that's where this becomes heavy. Like, I fully believe Angel is perfectly fine going to bat for her game. She's perfectly fine with people critiquing her play on the court. But when you're critiquing who she is as a person, when you don't know who she is as a person, and again, this goes for any athlete, but we have to get to a place where we're judging the game and we're judging what they do on the floor